Hello, hello, hello. How are you? I hope everyone is doing great. How are you, Radha?
What do you think, Mariam? No, just kidding.
Amazing, as usual.
Yes, and what about you?
Thank God I'm fine. Very
How's
good.
summer treating you?
Busy summer this year with the family stuff. Okay, we are not traveling because I'm so busy at work.
Hmm,
But thank God, everything is good. As soon everyone around me and me are good, everything is good.
great, great.
Great.
Okay.
Today, a really important topic for me. Okay.
When
How?
isn't it not an important topic, Mariam?
Yeah, you are absolutely right.
Everything is
Yeah.
important.
Do you know why it's important? Because we get all those questions from us, okay, in person stuff, also in people around us. For that reason, it's important. We try to find a solution and try to answer everything like problem in our life and other people's life. For that reason, today is very important to understand how does freeze state affect our body.
Okay. And you're going to share some personal stuff, right?
Yeah, somebody like
So
someone.
what I wa- Yeah. So first, maybe just let's explain to everyone what free state means,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So everyone's been listening to anyone who's been listening to our episodes or someone new. My work is all relating to the internal state, to make our internal state into that rest and digest in a state where you feel joy,
Mm.
fun, and life moves on, where you create and have a great life or have an amazing life, or I keep saying amazing, right? So the stress response that happens when the brain thinks that there is danger,
Mm.
right? So if a brain perceives things, so brain sees it using whatever it senses, and the mind translates it depending on the experience it
Yeah,
has. So brain sees, okay, someone in front of you is really angry or whatever's going on. The mind remembers when last time that person or someone else had behaved a certain way. So now it starts to, your heart will start to beat and all of that. That the first stress response is when you actually take you have to do one or the other. You flight, we talked about it, the run away from the danger, or you fight it.
yeah,
Okay. When you do that, the normal, if there's an actual danger, you do that. You go back to safety, you take that breath, nervous system's good, everything's good. You continue going back to the rest and digest. You have fun, you do things, you create, life is great. Okay. But when you realize that you cannot take an action, when
yeah,
you realize you can't walk away, when you realize you can't fight it, so if it's an actual danger, someone's about to come and hit you, and you put your defense, whatever it is, or maybe you throw something at them just to protect yourself. So that's that fight signal to your body, and you protect yourself. If you did that, you went away, and then you calm yourself down, you're good. But if you're not able to do that, and you're not able to walk away from the situation, you're not able to run away from the situation, it's happened so many times when actual issues happening, or you might think something is going on. That's when the freeze comes.
yeah.
That's when the state is like
I experienced the freeze.
trauma. So that's that trauma response. The
Mm.
trauma response is when you go things like that. You physically, you would, your body, mind is like, I, oh my goodness, that is a trauma response that's happening in your body.
Yeah, I felt like I'm okay, but the next day I wasn't. I feel like a very
Yeah.
strong pain in my back. I can't even walk. Do
But
you
there
do
was a
that?
shock that happened, but you didn't realize it because you were
Yeah,
trying to move on. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. I feel like after everything is done and finished, I said to myself, it's okay, everything is done. Not affect, but
But at that point,
reaction.
you had that shock
Yeah,
at that point.
yeah. The next day, I feel like I have a strong pain in my back. I can't even walk or like climb the stair. I walk on my
Yeah.
hand, and believe me, in the fours. Okay,
Yeah.
until I saw you in the session, I
And
told you,
it just worked out that we had a session booked.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
A
book,
blessing. So we had a session booked, and I get online and I see you laying there in bed, like I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah,
on Mary, and you were like, maybe I lifted something, maybe
yeah.
maybe I did this, maybe I did that, and then
What's happened with you?
I said, nope, nope. What happened
Yeah.
to you? And then when we started to talk about it, you went in a shock. And we sometimes we don't realize, but when
Yes.
something comes across a way and you're like that that breath we take, and then we now you're like you're not able to let go of that breath is what has happened. So trauma
Mm.
response at that point is when you go, and it
You're
could be
shocked.
like someone just scared you. So you relax sitting in your room and someone comes and scares. See, if you're a kid, those are things that ends up happening. People don't realize.
Yeah, I
I
agree.
had a young man who when he did not know why he had so much anxiety and we are talking about it, he goes his cousins used to always do that to him,
Oh,
scare him.
really? Mm.
He already had stuff going on, so they used to always scare him, so he used to go into that trauma response state. That point of that freeze is what we're talking about, when you
Mm.
feel that you have no way out.
Mm.
No way out is the way to really explain it, right, Miriam? Because that's what you felt at that point, right then when situation was happening, you felt like there's no way out.
Yeah,
What do I do?
yes, I
So
agree.
you bought, so because you did
You
not,
are quiet like this. You can
yeah,
move. You can say anything.
hmm
After it's everything is done, you say, "Yeah, I'm fine. Nothing hurt me. I'm good."
because
But
you didn't acknowledge that that
yeah,
problem actually caused you issue, it
yes,
stayed there.
yeah. But now, every time it's happened, I understand completely. As soon I like scared from thing, or I can like
Like the
explain or
shocks.
yeah, express my feelings. Okay, right away the bottom of my back it hurts
Yeah,
big time. I can't walk.
I know. So do you mind if we kind of go through that part and explain to people what I did at that point to find out? We're not going into detail of what had happened, but the fact that, so I remember me saying, okay, is it lower back? And then when you said yes, I said, well, lower back is all about feeling safe and supported.
Yeah, correct.
That's the first stage when human beings are getting developed as even a child, right? So if anyone wants to look it up, you can look up Maslow hierarchy. So basically, it's how life develops through us, right? When our
Yeah,
physical needs are met and we feel safe and supported, that's the part of the body that's getting developed too.
yeah.
That's a root, and anyone in the spiritual world, but it's also science too. Okay, so the chakras, it's more like spiritual based, but it's physically we have energy centers in our body. So right on the tailbone area is
Mm,
where when you're not feeling safe in the
correct.
world, if you're not saying feeling safe at home in your body, that's the part goes out of balance. So when you
Mm,
have lower back issues, it's all relating to and mainly relating to finances,
mm.
mainly relating to having a home. Those are the things that it
Safety,
goes
you
on.
mean
The
safety.
safety, yes.
Mm.
that safety of your physical needs being met.
Mm,
So it goes back to, if once you're physical, so as a child coming to this world, your whole concern, like the child's mind is that your physical needs are being met. So when
mm,
your physical needs are being met, you're getting the food, you have the shelter, everything else, someone's there to hold you when you're crying,
mm,
then you start to feel secure,
mm,
right? So that is all in the lower body. So when we have those situations when we don't feel safe, it affects our lower body, back, and all of that starts to hurt due to that. Bladder issues, all of those are related, hips and everything else related to feeling safe, because that's what keeps you grounded, right? Your
mm.
legs, all of
Yeah.
that. The rest of the body, physical body, gets affected as you go up.
Yeah.
Stomach issues because you can't digest what had happened. That's another thing. You would also have digestive issues.
Mm,
So all of these emotions affect our physical body. So health issues are not on its own. It's not because you're getting old. It's not because your parents had it. No, you might have that genes in there, but it doesn't have to be. If your environment's good, if you take care of yourself, if you don't have that stress response consistently, then those health issues should not be happening.
I feel most of the illness it's coming from like feelings, bad.
99%.
Yes,
I would say
99%.
100%.
After after what is done did happened to me and what you did and treat me, yeah, believe me, now I'm 100% that the 99% of the illness it's like feelings issue.
Yeah. And what I did with you, and I'm going to let everyone know, is basically I asked you, okay, so where in your body do you feel? Like, we already know it was your back, and that heavy feeling when we talked about what had happened.
Mm,
So what we did was, okay, I get you to acknowledge this is what happened. Don't, because that's the problem is when we want to shut it out because we don't want to feel. We
mm,
don't want to feel that pain. So our mind's work is to keep us away from the pain. So we're like, okay, nope, I'm good. That's fine. So we disconnect from our heart. Now your
mm,
body's gone into that frenzy. Your body's like, okay, I'm sorry, I'm not going anywhere.
yeah,
I'm not moving, I'm not going anywhere, because that's what the body felt at that time. So body's just doing its job. What you felt, what you thought, what you that point, your body's. So what did we do? I got you to acknowledge it. This is what's going on. Acknowledge the truth of what it is,
yeah,
and let you feel and sort of feel all of that energy, that emotion in your back. And now imagine that you're able to get away from it. So I
yeah,
got you to move your body. I got you to imagine you walking away and breathing out all of that energy out of your body through your throat. But at the same time, I got you to imagine you were walking away from that situation.
yeah.
Physically, I got you to move
Believe
your
me,
legs,
guys.
right?
Yeah, believe me, guys. The 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 time we did the session with Radha, I can after we finished, everything is gone. The
You
second
were
day,
like, oh, I remember you could just kind of, you were like,
where's where is the pain? I
you
can't.
were trying to confirm, is this true? Did I
Yes,
just lose all the thing?
for that reason, I said we have to speak about this because many people don't like realize or aware that because they have something, they have illness. Okay, like this, we try to put or explore what's happened to our body after we have like something like a trauma, like a shock, or any problem in our life.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I'm really grateful, Radha, to let me realize the freeze state in my body and what it's affect my body. Thank you so much. I really appreciate. Would you
Very
like to
welcome.
add anything
Yeah, I
about
mean,
this
this
topic?
is something I think this is something that happens every time. I mean, I had to release, and I do this even now. If whenever there's any part of my body not feeling right, I always ask and I deal with the situation, right?
Mm,
So it's one of those things that will continue to happen. But everyone, remember, these are not separate. If your body, there's something going on, you're in pain, there's a reason. Ask yourself, what is it? Or
mm,
check in. What just happened? Was there some emotional stuff that happened that I held into my
mm,
body?
mm.
Not going in deep detailed darkness or none of that. Not years ago. Like right now, physically, what's happening here, and then from there you can work through it
And what do you
after.
feel right now? What do you're
Because
feeling
if you
right
did
now?
not have any, yeah, if you did not have anything traumatic happen now, then it's because it's emotions coming from past.
Yes.
But if everything's going in your great in your life and you're feeling awful, then yeah, that's due to past. But if right now, if you all of a sudden your body's something's going on, check in. Okay, did something emotionally happen? I need to work on this right now because now I'm storing this into my body. If I don't release it, it's gonna creep up again. So a lot of
Yeah.
times people do the work already. They're like, is this an ongoing healing? I'm like, no, once you've done the part, but main thing is when things happen, you have to continuously deal with it, right?
Thank you so much, Radha, for all explanation. And thank you guys for watching us. If you have also, I would like to, as usual, I would like to remind you if you have any question, any comment, any topic we would like us to like talk about it, don't hesitate. Don't even put it in the comments. You can like message me privately or message Radha privately. Don't worry, we will not like mention any name or
Yeah.
any gender or anything. Only say your problem, your topic, what you would like us to discuss it, and we will work on it with the beautiful and wonderful coach Radha. Thank you so much, Radha.
Thank you, everyone. See you next week, Mariam.
See you next week. Bye bye. Have a good day.